entertainmentbuddha.com.
How's it going, fellow geeks? Randy the Dyke here from entertainmentbuddha.com, and we have something pretty exciting, at least in my field, for you today. If you don't know, on the screen you're going to see Magic the Gathering Arena, which is currently in a free open beta for anyone. We'll make sure we put that link down below for you so you can check it out, because it is pretty awesome. But what we have for you today excuse me, is a pack opening. If you keep up with Magic at all, or Magic Arena, the latest set, Ravnica Allegiance, came out and was just added to the game today. And the beautiful folks over at Wizards of the Coast decided to hook us up with some currency and decided to buy some packs with that. Not many, 60. Now, there's definitely an option to go 10 at a time, but we're not going to do that because I have a problem with packs, and I like doing this. It's a rush for me. So if you are unfamiliar with how the anatomy of a pack works, I think you get, it's commons, uncommons, rares, and mythic rares. You typically get one land per pack unless they've changed it with this recent pack. But we are shooting for, and let me preface this. If you are familiar with Magic and you know Ravnica, you know it's made up of 10 different guilds. 5 guilds came out in the first set, and then 5 guilds came out in this set. My favorite guild is the Red Green. It's Gruul, and they have some badass cards in this set, and I'm hoping to get most of them. That is the goal. So we're going to go one by one. I'll go through commons at first, but once we start rolling on these packs, we're really going to see the same ones over and over again. So yeah, let's go. Let's open one. There we go. Open one. Coral Commando. Rakdos Roustabout. That's another guild. Rakdos. It's black-red. Sylvan Brush Strider. Bring the Trial. This indicates in Magic Arena you get these little tokens, and they build up this counter here. Once it fills up, you can craft a card of this rarity. So I'll probably end up with a bunch of craftable cards after this too. So, even if I don't get what I want out of these, I'll probably get something. And the promo I got was the Haunt. It's a mythic black card. I forget the name of it. Anyways, uncommon. Basilica Bellhaunt, a 4-cost 3/4. Enters the battlefield. Each opponent discards a card and you gain 3 life. Pretty cool. Angelic Exaltation. Oh, I also want to say, I've only been playing Magic for a couple years, so I'm sorry if I'd screw any of this up. Definitely not my intentions. So, Deputy of Detention. 3 casting costs, 1/3. When Deputy of Detention enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent an opponent controls, and all other non-land permanents that player controls the same name as that permanent. Okay, so you can basically put things to the side. Be like, no, you don't get anywhere. Next. Alright. Humongulous. It's a big old Cyclops. It's alright. Wrecking Beast. Say green is all about the big ones. So that's a 7 casting cost 6/6 with Riot and Trample. I think Riot. Yeah, okay, correct me if I'm wrong. It's either new to this set or it's old and they brought it back for this set. Pretty cool. Fairy Duelist. Sphinx's Insight. Scorchmark. Our uncommons are Gyre Engineer. Oh, nice. We get some mana out of that. Spirit of the Spires. It's a pretty good flyer. And a rare. Oh, nice. With it. Hydroid Krasis. It is a jellyfish Hydra Beast. Weird. When you cast a spell, you gain half X life and draw half X cards round down each time. And if you notice up at the top there, it has an X, 1 green, 1 blue. So you can think of it as a variable in math. You can put how many you want. And then it'll affect the thing down here. And then he enters the battlefield with X amount of +1/+1. So the more you do, the more powerful he is, the more life you gain, the more cards. And he has flying and trample, so he's a freaking monster. Let's go. Syndicate Messenger. Applied Biomancy. Oh, Crab Claw. Civic Stalwart, Coral Commando, Carrion Imp. Our uncommons are Swirling Torrent, and clear the stage. If you want to read the description of a card, just hit pause, read it. I'll make sure I highlight these cards. Our rare is Blood Crypt. So this is a rare land. As it enters the battlefield, you can pay 2 life. If you don't, it enters tapped. I think this is called a shock land because you're hurting yourself. Really good cards. Law Mage's Binding. Consigned to the Pit. Burning Tree Vandal. Rubblebelt Runner. Rubblebelt. I like these guys. Look at that. 3 cast, cost 3/3, can't be blocked by creature tokens. There's a common wild card and an uncommon wild card. And our other uncommon is a Acrobat. And Font of Agonies. Whenever you pay life, put that many blood counters on Font of Agonies. One colorless, 1 black. Remove 4 blood counters, and you can destroy a target creature. It's pretty cool. And you see that? Look at, I just earned a rare, so I'll be able to cash in a rare as well. Cerulean Caretaker, Gateway Plaza, Skewer the Critics with a candle, Dead Rebels, Savage Smash, Headbutt, Rumbling Ruin, 6 casting cost 6/6. When Rumbling Ruin enters the battlefield, count the number of +1/+1s on creatures you control. Creatures your opponent control with power less than or equal to that can't block. That's pretty cool. Sentinel's Mark. And our rare is Glass of the Guild Pact. Multicolored creatures you control get 1/1. That's pretty solid. 55 to go. You still with? Alright. Concordia Pegasus. We've not seen so far. Azorius Knight Arbiter. Twilight Panther. Once we start seeing commons that we've already seen before, we'll just skip over them. Undercity's Embrace. Look at that Cthulhu monster. Sphinx of New Prov. Flying Vigilance for casting costs. Spells your opponent's cast at target, it costs 2 more. Oh, that's nice. And Rumbling Room, we just saw. Hallowed Fountain, that is the blue-white chocolate. Next. Like Biomancy, we see Grasping Throw, we haven't seen yet. Deals 2 damage to each opponent, you gain 2 life. Oh, nice, and that's flying. Carrying him. Saw that. Footlight Fiend. Weird. And we got ourselves a common wild card. Swirling Torrent we've seen. Silhana. What? Wayfinder. Jeez, I can't read. Alright, and our rare. Precognitive Perception. Draw 3 cards. Addendum. If you cast a spell during your main phase, instead scry 3, then draw 3. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Prowling Caracol. Undercity Scavenger. Rampaging Rendhorn. It's got Riot, that's pretty cool. But they're high cost, but they're big. The Azorius Locket. Steeple Creeper. High Alert. And Flames of the Raise Boar. Our uncommon. And we got, oh, a rare wild card. For free. What do we got here? Wrecking Beast, Dead Rebels we've seen. Bring to Trial. You can exile a target creature with 4 power or greater. Mammoth Spider. Deface. Galloping Lizrog. It's a frog lizard. Pretty cool. Archway Angel. Flying 3/4. Flyings are always awesome. Ooh, but it's a 6 cost. And you only gain 2 life for each gate you control. Ah, it could be good. Growth Chamber Guardians are rare. Elf Crab Warrior. Whenever 1 or more 1/1 counters are put on Growth Chamber Guardian, you may search your library for a card named Growth Chamber Guardian. Reveal it, put it in your hand. Oh, so it's basically a way to just flood him. If this creature has no 1/1 counters on it, he has Adapt 2. Put 2 1/1 counters on it. Oh, so you can just flood the field. I think that's the blue guild. I can't remember the name of it. Give it strength. Azorius Locket, Gateway Plaza, Headbutt, Prying Eyes. It's pretty good. I'll go for 6, that's not really good. Ministrant of Obligation. Afterlife 2. When this creature dies, create 2 white and black spirit. Oh, that's pretty cool. Is that rare? Awaken the Erstwhile. Each player discards all the cards in their hand, then creates that many 2/2. Ah, that's. I don't know. I'm not a fan of that. Oh, we got one of those double cards. We got the Rakdos Locket, Feral Maka, Pretty Kitty, Enraged Saratok, and we have one of the double cards. Depose, Deploy. You can either tap target creature and draw a card, or, for a little more, create 2 1/1 colorless Thopters. Thopter. Artifact creatures with flying, and you gain 1 life for each creature you control. Our rare, Incubation Druid, has Adapt 3, and you can tap it to add 1 mana type of any that a land you could control could produce. If it has a 1/1 counter, add 3 mana. Wow. It's really good for our mana damage. Oh, Horizontal Locket, Hazda Officer, Growth Spiral, Tin Street Dodger, and Biogenic Upgrade are uncommons. You can distribute 3 1 counters among creatures and then oh wow. I see the trend here. Hey, look at that. A mythic rare wild card. You know what that means? Can we get the cards on? Alright, so we're starting to see repeats of uncommons and commons. Rare, Mirror March. Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, flip a coin until you lose a flip. For each flip you've won, create a token that's a copy of that creature. Tokens gain haste. Exile them at the beginning of your next step. All RNG, baby. Rubble Slinger, Reach. Alright, Clairman Shaman, and Tower Defense. That's pretty cool. You're blocking a bunch of stuff. Kaya's Wrath. Destroy all creatures. You gain life equal number of creatures you control that were destroyed this way. Okay. Whatever floats your boat. Ah. Alright. Collision Colossus. You can either deal 6 damage to target creature with flying, or you can make a creature get 4/2 and trample for only 2. That's pretty good. Another Mirror March, alright. Orzhov Enforcer, and Knight of the Last Breath. You can sacrifice another non-token creature and create a 1/1 token with flying. Oh, see, look at this card with the afterlives, and they all die, and then you bring them back. Hey, that's what I wanted. That is the Gruul red-green Planeswalker, Domri Chaosbringer. His +1 is add a red or green. If that mana is spent on a creature spell, the creature automatically gains Riot, which again is your choice of 1/1 counter or haste. You can -3 from him to look at the top 4 cards of your library and reveal up to 2 creature cards from among them and put them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. His ultimate is 8-drop. You can emblem with, at the beginning of each end step, create a 4/4 red and green beast creature with trample. That is sick. Trollbred Guardian. Drillbit. There, Deputy Detention, we saw him earlier. Right, oh look at that, destroy target land. Oh look at that, the Duke, Hydroid Crisis. Second one. I think what this opening is telling me is that we need to get a blue-green guild deck. Which I mean, I'm not entirely opposed to. Sphinx of Foresight. You may reveal this card from your opening hand. If you do, scry 3 at the beginning of your first upkeep. Yeah, lets you see what you're going to draw. It's pretty cool. Steeple Creeper. Look at that, another mythic wild card. I'm okay with that. Sphinx of the Guild-Pact. He's an artifact creature. He's all colors, hexproof from monocolored, and he's flying. Interesting. This is why I love blue-green, because they have the coolest creatures. This is a crab, turtle, crocodile. Okay. And, oh god. It has an adapt, and it can come on a defender. Forbidding Spirit is the other one. And here's a red. A benthic Biomancer. It has adapt, so it can get some counters. Whenever one or more counters I'm putting on him, draw a card, then discard a card. That's great. It's only one casting cost, so that's pretty good. Acrobat. Skitter Eel. Fish Crab. See what I'm talking about? So cool. Azorius Skyguard is our other uncommon. Alright. Repudiate. Counter target activated or triggered ability, or replicate. Create a token that's a copy of a creature. That's pretty cool. I'm down with creating copies. Rakdos Trumpeter. Rakdos is the red-black guild, and it's all like partying and reveling. It's pretty cool. Incubation Incongruity. You can look at the top 5 cards of your library, reveal a creature, and put it in your hand. Or exile a target creature, and that creature's controller gets a 3/3 Frog Lizard. Nice. So this is each guild has a champion, and I believe this is the Gruul champion, Nikia of the Old Ways. You can't cast non-creature spells, but whenever you tap a land for mana, add 1 mana of any type that land produced. So when you tap a land, you're getting double. So it's like double land produced each time you tap, which is awesome. That means she's going to be able to bring out like big creatures, real big creatures, real easy. What do we got? Pteramander, Salamander Drake. Nice. Rally to battle. It's an instant. You can give your guys 1/3. That's good for blocking if they're all tapped. Plague White we've not seen. The Gruul Locket, there it is. Lockets are going to give you mana, or you're going to be able to activate it to do something. Revival Revenge. Return target creature with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Or double your life total. Target opponent loses half their life rounded up. That's high casting cost, depending on life totals. Macabre Mockery. Put target creature card from an opponent's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control, and it gets +2 and gains haste. Huh. Sacrifice the beginning of the next step. Catacomb Crocodile. I like the flavor text on this one. I am Sewer King, said Rat. I am quick and cunning, and I know every tunnel. No, I am king, said Zombie. I am cold and deadly, and no rat can harm me. Then Croc came and ate them both. Titanic Bro. Spell costs 1 less to cast it if a creature you control... Wait, sorry. This spell costs 1 less to cast if it targets a creature you control with a 1/1 counter. Nice. Then you make it fight. Noxus Grudion. Undercity Scavenger. And look at another Collision Colossus. And Gutterbones. Gutterbones, and his field tapped. And 1 colorless, 1 black. Return them from your graveyard to your hand. Activates ability only during your turn and only if opponent lost life this turn. So, always a 1 casting cost, so you can just keep going back. You know, Gutterbones never die. Flames of the Raised Board, we saw one of these. 4 damage to target creature, then 2 damage to each other creature that opponent controls if they control a creature with 4 power or greater. So Azorius, Rakdos, Gruul, Celestia, I believe, came out in this one. No, I'm wrong. I'm totally wrong. It is... Hold on, here we go. I got this. Orzhov. It's Orzhov Azorius. And I'm just looking at pictures. It's Orzhov, Azorius, Rakdos, Gruul, and I can't think of the blue-green. It'll come to me. We'll do it. Cindervines, 2 casting costs, an enchantment. Enchantments stay on the field if you didn't know. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, Cindervines deals 1 damage. Cast 1 to sacrifice it, destroy an artifact or enhancement, and deals 2 damage to the controller. Next. Pretty good. Got the card I wanted. Biomancer's Familiar. It's a mutant. Activated abilities of creatures you control. Excuse me. Costs 2 less to activate. This effect can't reduce the amount to less than 1. And you can tap it next time target creature adapts this turn. It adapts though it had no counters. That's really cool. Don't worry, we'll figure out the name by the end of the video. I need some tea. Simic. That's what it is. Okay, so it's going to be excuse me. Gruul, Orzhov, Azorius, Simic, and Rakdos. In my opinion, the 5 cooler games, even though I like Celestia from the last set. Rixmadi Reveler. When it enters the battlefield, discard a card, then draw a card. If the spectacle cost was paid, instead discard your hand and draw 3 cards. Okay, so spectacle is you can cast it for that, the cost instead of your regular one if the opponent lost life. Oh, there's another mythic. Aeromunculus. Hero of Precinct 1. It's a 2 cost. Whenever you cast a multicolored spell, create a 1/1 human. Okay, so it's looking like Orzhov is all about flooding with small creatures. Bullrat Clan Crusher. Remove a 1/1 counter from a creature you control and deal 2 damage to any target. Another Font of Agonies. We've seen that. How about that? This is gonna be a Planeswalker. You ready? I'm feeling it. Are you feeling it? Another Gruul card. Creature spells you control can't be countered. And non-token creatures you control have Riot. And Planeswalker. Nah. Bedazzle. You can make them strong, or destroy a non-basic land and deal 2 damage to your opponent, Planeswalker. Next. This next one's a combo. Mark my words. Scaling Spy. Gate Colossus. It's an 8/8. Each gate, 1 less. Can't be blocked with, so it can't be chump blocked by something small. Oh, so if it's dead, you can just bring it back when you bring a gate in. Planeswalker. Nope. Rampage of the Clans. Destroy all artifacts and enchantments. For each permanent destroyed this way, its controller. Oh, so basically it replaces them with creatures. Nice. Alright. Show me potato salad. Cindervines. Another one that's just buffing Gruul deck. Dagger caster. Throws daggers. Hey, Planeswalker. Alright, whatever. I'll take it. Nice. Rakdos Locket, Stony Strength, and a Planeswalker. Another Kaya's Wrath. Alright. Let's see some new cards. Oh, there's a cult. Okay, each one has a guild mage too. They're pretty. Usually, they're pretty cheap to cast, and they have a couple abilities. Like this one is for Rakdos. Wilderness Reclamation. Beginning of your end step. Oh, well, that's pretty cool. Untap all your lands. Theater of Horrors. 3 casting costs. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. During your turn, if an opponent lost life this turn, you may play cards exiled with Theater of Horrors. Okay, I can see that. That's pretty cool. Planeswalker. Take a Gruul card. Riot and Trample. As long as your turn, you and Gruul Spellbreaker have hexproof. Oh, so he's just coming in punching everything. He doesn't care. Punch you, punch kids, punch your wife, punch your dog. Bedazzle again. Ooh, Rakdos. I love the art on this card. It's so cool. Wish I liked Black Red more. When Rakdos Firewheeler enters the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to target opponent and 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker. So he's just throwing it everywhere. Cindervines. Zertog Goblin. Nice. Spike Wheel Acrobat. Carnival and Carnage. Carnival deals 1 damage to target creature or planeswalker and 1 damage to its controller. Excuse me. And Carnage deals 3 damage to target opponent, and they can discard 2 cards. So what is it? Skargan, Hellkite, and it's a Gruul card. Riot and Flying for 4. It deals 2 damage divided as you choose amongst 1 or 2 targets. Activates ability only if it has counters on it. So you would Riot it with counters, so you can use its ability, or give it haste, and that's an instant 4, but it's a cost of 5. That's okay. Again, I'm no Magic Pro, so I can't really decide on what's good and what's not. If it sounds good to me, hey, it's good. Oh, 2 mythics in a row. Mesmerizing Benthid. Ooh, it's an octopus. That's my favorite animal, by the way. When it enters the battlefield, create 2 0/2 blue illusion creature tokens with whenever this creature blocks a creature, that creature doesn't untap during its chosen next untap step, and has hexproof as long as you control an illusion. Nice. That's solid. Here comes money. Guardian Project. Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, if it doesn't have the same name as another creature you control, then you draw a card. Oh, okay. You seen that? The hero? The hero.
I'm a crazy beast. Oh. Where do you see my mates?
What the heck? I mean, I'll take 2. I'll take 2, that's fine. Thanks. I'll take it new. And he was like, you know what, Randy? I know what guild you like. So we're going to give you 2 of the guilds. Smothering Tea. You know what? Give me 1 second. We're going to... Ethereal, I didn't see that card. Ethereal something or another. Alright, let's see. What cards are we missing here? We got Domri. Ravager Worm we still need. I don't know if we got the Clan Guild Mage. Good news is we got 2 of the Gruul Mythics, because the only other one is I know Guild Gates. It's really weird. The only other one is a card called Ravager Worm. Hopefully we see him. We only got 14 packs though. It's possible. Doesn't matter, I can just pull the thing anyways. Sunder Shaman. Can't be blocked by more than 1 creature. Whenever it deals combat damage, destroy an artifact or enchantment. I always say enhancement. That's cute. Oh, this is the card we got just a second ago. Creatures you control get 1/1. Creatures your opponent controls get -1/1. And you can exile a target card from an opponent's graveyard. If it was a creature, you create a 1/1 spirit with flying. So it's all about bringing things back from the dead. Consecrate, consume. Consecrate, consume. Bankrupt in blood. You're a precinct. We've seen a lot of them. Who's the other planeswalker? It is. There's two more. Dovin and Kaya. Mass manipulation. I didn't see what that did. That's not fair. I can find it. Hold on. Hold on. I'll throw it up on the screen for you so you can see it. It is a 6 cost, 2 X's and 4 blue. Gain control of target creature. Gain control of X target creatures and our planeswalkers. So you just grab creatures. Give me the creatures. Another mythic. Wow. Let's get all the mythics. Let me see this one. Exposed to daylight. Viscopa vampire, so vampires and Orzhov, which makes sense. Okay, I'll take it. I'm not even mad. Give me. Let's see. What card do we want, guys? What card do we want, guys? What card do we want? Oh, that was Reppy Day. We already had that one. We want Rakdos Showstopper. Just because. Put it out in the world. Bedevil. It's an instant 3 casting cost. It can destroy an artifact, creature, or planeswalker. That's pretty good. That's like a Doomblade. Only multicolored. Punching, coming in, punching your face, punching your skull, punching your pain. How many more? 4 more packs do we? Oh, we're gonna get another mythic wild card. I'll take it. Another mythic. Mayhem. Look, he's got a big old mouth. He's a Rakdos. He has a spectacle cost. He's flying trample, and he's only 4 cost for 4/4. At the beginning of your upkeep, spawn of Mayhem deals 1 damage to each player. Then, if you have 10 or less life, put a counter on him. So you get ramped up, play him towards the end of the game. That's it. Excuse me. Oh, so cute. When it enters the battlefield, exile any number of non-token creatures you control until it leaves the battlefield. And, oh, you just stockpile them onto them, basically. You just run it through. Firelight Artist, that's a cool looking card. Gaia Engineer, he's basically land. Bedeck, Bedazzle, Bedeck. Sky Tether, Angelic Exaltation, and just got that one. Two more packs left. Good job so far, guys. I appreciate it. This is like the first one we had. I thought it was a planeswalker. Teysa Karlov, so she's the champion for Orzhov. If a creature dying causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability, oh, it's a double trigger. Creature tokens you control, Vigilance, and Lifelink. That's really cool. Okay, so I wonder if every champion has like a double thing, because Gruul champion doubled your mana. This doubles triggered abilities. Let's see, this is Azorius. Each opponent can't cast non-creature spells with converted mana cost greater than the number of lands that player controls. Ooh, wouldn't you not be able to anyways? Ah, whatever. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast it, counter it. Okay, no, so it doesn't. I mean, that would have been a cool thing. Last pack, fellas and ladies. What can we get? Hey, Shockland. Alright, cool. So that was 60 packs of Ravnica Allegiance. And let's see. How many? We got 20 common wildcards, 21 uncommons, 10 rares, and 6 mythics. That is enough to get the rest of the planeswalkers, Ravager Worm, and still have some left over to save. Which is awesome. So, if you guys enjoyed that, let us know. I would love to produce some more Magic-related content for you guys. You could watch me fail and play, because I'm terrible at this game, but maybe, now that I just got 10,000 new cards, I can build a cohesive deck in the current meta and actually win some games. I don't know. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy it, hit that little thumbs up button, subscribe to our page, turn that little notification bell on so we can ding you every time we put something up, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
entertainmentbuddha.com